77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Race City down in Lincoln, Alabama. Next vehicle, 1974, I call them meat road runners. Hey, Marlon, I've seen you before.
I think I've been here.
All right, let's talk about this road run now. This is the Mopars we was telling y'all about earlier you don't see a lot of.
It's a 74. Car is I call it like a Daytona yellow. Got the black stripe. Car's a 318. Matter of fact, this car is basically what Daisy Dukes used to drive. Pretty much the same looking car and everything. Car's black inside, bucket seats, and it's not on the column. This is a bucket seat console car. A lot of the Mopar stuff is on the column, but this car's in the floor. This car here came from Coleman. Car originated was dark green with black guts. When the car was restored 7 years ago, they changed the color to yellow.
Them dark green, well, the dark green ones wasn't bad on the road runners, but them I call them pea green,
right?
Like a green pea.
Yeah.
And it does look like the one that Daisy Duke drove, but who drove that thing up here? He got you on film. He didn't look nothing like Daisy Duke.
No, he didn't look like Daisy Duke. No.
He didn't look nothing like Daisy Duke.
Didn't shave his legs this morning.
Can you imagine how many of these cars that they went through filming that show?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know they wrecked them.
We get people come in all the time wanting to know, have you got a Charger? I want to make me an 01 car. I ain't seen a Charger around here, and if you do, they usually see 2 or 3 people trying to buy it.
I filmed one guy, I believe it was in Albertville last year, that had an 01 that he'd fixed up, and it looked good. I mean, but it's like you said, now when we go to Biloxi, you'll see a couple of them down there that they've fixed up. But Chargers, everybody wants to paint them orange and paint the 01.
Right. And
why y'all want to do that? Instead of Bo and Luke, you can have Daisy.
Yeah.
You know, Daisy looked a whole lot better than Bo and
right.
Luke. More people watched the show because of her than they did Bo and Luke anyway.
There might be a pair of the shorts she wore in the trunk of that car. I haven't looked.
That's a salesman right there now. He wants y'all to come up and see if there's any shorts in this car. He's slick. Did this one, they just restored it before you got it?
Actually, what happened here, the boy that brought this car over here, when we bought it, like I said, the car's from Coleman back over here behind us. He bought it from a dealership in Coleman, and when the dealership had the car, it was green when they got it. The dealership is actually the one that had the car restored, and he bought the car, and he had the car for the last 4 years.
Do y'all get a lot of calls from like dealerships of people that want you to see if you've got a certain year car for their dealership and stuff?
We get a few people call. We get a lot more dealers in the new stuff calling us to give them an appraisal on an older car that somebody's starting to trade in and want to know if we'd be interested in buying the car if they take it in on trade.
Normally, if they're going to trade a car like that, it's worth some money.
Yeah.
You know, if it's just something they pulled out the backyard, they ain't going to take it up and try to trade it.
No, that's usually a finished car like that.
So this one's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Now, if someone says, Tuscaloosa looks at this car and says, hey, I like that car. I'm a Mopar fan. What they want? What you asking for this?
This car here is 16.5.
16.5. See, the Mopar's a little cheaper than them Chevrolets, ain't
This one is.
Hey, if you give them 16.5, you'll take it to them.
That's it.
But I know you want to ride down here and look at it, and you do let them drive them if they're out.
If it's on the showroom, buried in the back corner, if we get somebody and they're serious on the car, we will get that car out and let you drive it.
And all you 16 and 17-year-old kids watching this show, don't try it. That ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna let you come up here and get one of these 396 Chevelles and go for a test ride. That probably won't happen.
No, usually Mr. Hines goes with them.
Oh, yeah, in Austin, hits you upside the head because the car's still his right there.
That's it.
All right, turnkey is ready to go, 16.5, right?
16.5.
Y'all been asking for this show for the last 8 or 9 months, and Austin was good enough to let me come up here and do it. I've got them all. This week and next week, it's like Barrett Jackson, but we're a whole lot cheaper. We'll be right back.
All right.
You know, if you have a vehicle, one time or another, you're going to need auto parts. Talladega Auto Parts, right there on Battle Street in Talladega, has all new auto parts for any types of vehicle. Also, Hyman Used Auto Parts in Talladega has over 2,000 vehicles, and you can find about anything you need for any type of vehicle right there at Hyman's. Give them a call today at 362-0705 at Hyman's or 362-1770 at Talladega Auto Parts. Also, St. Clair County, Talladega County, Hyman's also has wrecker service. Give them a call today. When you have an accident, your car breaks down the road, you have so much on your mind, you don't know where to turn. I've got your answer. Skinner's Body Shop and Wrecker Service here in Oxford, Alabama has 24-hour towing 7 days a week. They'll be there when you need them. Also, remember, when you do have that unexpected accident, you can choose the body shop of your choice to repair your vehicle. And the Skinner name has been known for professionalism and attention to detail for service for their customers for over 45 years. So stop by or call Skinner's Body Shop today. Tell them Barry Miller sent you by. You know, a lot of people, when you say molded carpet, they don't know what you're talking about. Auto Custom Carpet right here on Noble Street, downtown Anniston. Ken Hell and his staff, they have molded carpet for your vehicle. Molded carpet means it fits right in your vehicle. Pre-cut, all you have to do is pick out the color, tell them the make of the car, go in there on Monday, order that carpet. Guess what? Towards the end of the week, they'll be calling you to pick it up. Go home, it will lay right in that car. Any type car made, they have it right there at Auto Custom Carpet. Go by today or call and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, in the state of Alabama, one thing that better be working perfect is that air condition. For all of your central heating and air conditioning needs, contact Wayne Mizell at Mizell Heating and Air Condition here in Oxford. They are state certified, bonded, and insured. Wayne and his staff do service, installation, new construction, and that yearly inspection. You know, every time you get a yearly inspection on that air conditioning unit, they check the Freon and check everything out, and it saves on that power bill. So give them a call today at 835-0509. Tell them Barry Miller told you to call. Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. Cruising the Coast 2007 is going to be right there in Biloxi, Mississippi, September the 30th through October the 7th. Come join us. We're going to be at the Isle of Capri Casino right there in Biloxi. We're going to film our shows in the parking lot. We're going to be staying there, having a great time. All you people from Alabama, if you're watching the show, no matter where you're at, call the Isle of Capri today and book your rooms, because we ain't no telling what we're going to do at the Isle of Capri. We're going to do a lot of filming and a lot of partying. So stay with us at the Isle of Capri. Call them today at 1-800-THE-ISLE. All right, you Chevelle Club over in Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, I know y'all like Chevelles. Look at here, 1971 Chevelle.
71.
Tell me about this, and then this one's ready to go too.
This car's ready to go. It's sort of a dust blue, black stripes. It's got the cowl functional hood. It's got disc brakes, got air. It's a 350 car, automatic on the column, black inside. And before you ask me, yeah, you could have got a car like that, and it would have been a Super Sport in 71, 72. They offered a 350 with SS package, but we're going to tell you the way it is, and this is a clone.
It's a clone.
This was a Malibu before she was dressed out.
It's like I said earlier, it's just like the 67s and the 66s. Y'all will tell them.
That's right.
That it's a clone.
If we know for sure it's a clone, they're going to find out.
Y'all will let them know. And ladies and gentlemen, these people up here at Austin Hines, Marlon, Austin, and all these people work here, they know cars. They can tell you, I mean, don't come try to sell him a clone as an original car, because it ain't happening, because they know the difference. And they're going to tell you the difference. A lot of people that's looking for a car like this, you don't really care if it's a clone or not. Some of them want it original, but a lot of them want it to look good. That's what they want, it look good.
Want something that looks nice, they can get out here and go to the cruise ins and stuff, that they don't have 50, 60, 70,000 tied up in, but it looks like that car. And you know, they can enjoy it a little more, I guess. Feel a little easier driving.
To show you the difference in it. Now this is a 71 and it's a clone. What's the price on this?
This car here is $16,500.
$16,500. Okay, if this was a 71, identical, same color, same top, same stripe, with a big block, original SS, what would it cost?
Car would probably hit somewhere mid-20s all the way up to mid-40s, depending on the shape of the car.
So, if it was in this good a shape,
yeah,
this good a shape, you're going to pay double or more for the same car. And if you're driving this to a cruise in, it's like I said earlier, I know the difference, you know the difference. A lot of people these cruise in, they're going to say, look at that pretty SS Chevelle.
Oh, this car's right down to the correct wheels as they've been put back on the car.
Yeah, the wheel, that's the wheels that
If
come
somebody
on.
looked inside the car, the only thing that gives this car away is the dash. Malibu was straight across. Your Super Sport's a round circular gauge setup and everything.
That's the only thing that they can really tell the difference if they're looking at it. You know, people like me and you, we can look at a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah, brake lines, fuel lines and stuff on the sizes, things like that tell you.
And you said they've redone this and they got disc brakes.
Yeah, it's got disc
They
brakes.
putting disc brakes on everything, and Greg probably tired. Greg says, he says this all the time. Now he's older than I am, so I can tell him. When I used to have a Chevelle 70 big block, I didn't have a problem stopping that car. I had a 69 Chevelle big block. Didn't have a problem stopping. Nowadays they're putting disc brakes. Is it because we're spoiled?
Yeah, I think
or
that's
is it because you got to have disc brakes to stop it?
I don't think you can still stop a car big block without the disc brakes. It just don't stop as quick, and I think we've all got used to driving the newer model cars with the disc brakes, and they stop a lot quicker.
So this is turnkey, ready to go at 16.5. 16.5. So you can actually come up with $16,500. You can buy the Chevelle or the Roadrunner. You can get either one you want.
Right.
If you're a Mopar, get the Mopar. If you're a Chevelle, get the Chevelle. And we got another Chevelle coming. We got two more Chevelles coming up. The white one coming up. Is it clone or original?
It is a clone.
We got a white one coming up you can buy right at the end of the show that you don't want to miss. And that thing is gorgeous.
Next car coming up, though, is going to be a 66 300 post with a crate 502 in it.
Now that's a motor. That is in 66, it wasn't supposed to be a real fast car, but this is 2007, it's quick.
Right.
We'll be right back. We got the next car coming up is one with the big block that all you people's going to want to have. We'll be right back. Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz. You see the sponsors on this backboard? These sponsors is what brings Big Boyz Toyz to you each and every week. If it wasn't for the sponsors and the car owners, you wouldn't be watching Big Boyz Toyz 6-7 times a week there in your home. And it's a new show each and every week. We're getting our calendar ready for 2007 right now. If you've got a car show coming up and we're not booked that day, I'll try my best to be there. And if you want to be a sponsor of Big Boyz Toyz, give me a call today. 283-4404, area code 256, and say, hey, I want to be a part of the #1 show in Northeast Alabama.
RTL Printing and Sign, Pell City, Alabama. Randy Loverton and his staff can do any kind of printing or sign work you need, from business cards, letterhead. They do the Big Boyz Toyz business cards. They do sign work on the outside of the building. He's got a saying, a business with no sign is a sign of no business. And he can do any type of sign, lit signs, you name it. Randy can do it. Banners, he does any type of banners and flyers for car shows, cruise-ins, a little bit of everything. Give Randy and his staff a call today at RTL Printing and Sign at 205-338-9459.
Nunley's Glass and Framing, Quintard Avenue, right across from Ron Newton. Tell you what, you guys with the old cars, any kind of windshields, he can get them. No matter what year it is. Well, going back to the 50s, he can get your windshields. Tinted windows, he tints windows. He's really the glass man. He can do anything. The framing part comes in, you storefronts. He can replace the glass on the storefronts. He frames up the glass on the storefronts. He does about anything. He'll go to Pell City, Talladega. He'll go anywhere. Call him today. Call Guy today. Make sure you talk to Guy. Tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call.
You know, the most important decision you'll ever make in your lifetime is to purchase a home. And you want the most professional real estate agent in the business. Well, Charlotte Smith of Gold Star Realty is that agent. Charlotte has helped several families and purchase their dream home. From listing, showing, to selling, Charlotte puts her clients first. And remember, no matter whose sign is in the yard of the dream home you want, you can contact Charlotte to professionally handle your purchase. Call Charlotte today at 256-282-0054. Well, summertime, time for a trip to the beach or to the mountains. You never know where you're going to go. I got a place you need to go before you leave. Friendship Automotive, right on Friendship Road, Oxford, Alabama. $59.95. Randy says they'll change your oil on most vehicles, filter, grease it, check your tires, check your water. They'll check everything on that vehicle before you hit the road. $59.95, that's a great price right here in Oxford, Alabama. Hey, they said if you mention Big Boyz Toyz, they'll knock $5 more off of it. And when you go on your trip, you won't have nothing to worry about it because they'll have it all checked out. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. We're in the beautiful showroom of Billy Beatty Auto Super Center right here in Oxford, Alabama. Billy, welcome back to Big Boyz Toyz. He was the first car dealer on Big Boyz Toyz, and he is back.
Thank you, Barry. We're glad to be a sponsor of Big Boyz Toys. We want to invite all of our customers, previous customers. Barry, we got almost 200 cars on this lot. I've been in car business here all my life in Calhoun County, and we want to invite in all of our customers, any new customers. We love to trade here, Barry. Even you've bought 4 cars from us in the last 2 years.
I've bought a lot of cars here, and hey, you old guys, when you come down here, he's a car enthusiast too. You got vets sitting around here, Camaros. He can show you anything you want to see, but his specialty is these late model cars that's just gorgeous. Next vehicle, 1966 Chevelle 300. All right, tell me about this one, Marlon.
All right, this here is a 66 300 post car. What the post means is that there's a bar when you shut the door, and the door is actually framed out, so the glass rolls up into a frame, and it's got a post there. If it was a hardtop car, when you shut the door, roll the back window down the front window, there would be no post in the center, it'd be just a big opening. This car here is sort of a, I call it a light, sort of a cream, red inside. Got a little bit different. Motor's been changed out in this car. I'm gonna say most of them are 6-cylinder cars. This one here has got a Super Sport hood on it now. It's got the Torque Thrust D gray-centered wheels, and it's sporting a 502 crate motor, big block. So it's a built muscle car.
It's house.
It's ready to go.
I was a teenager. I was 16 years old. My mother had one of these. It was a 66 Chevelle, and it was a 6-cylinder, 236-cylinder automatic on the collar. Mm-hmm. And she went to work one night. She worked second shift. She went to work one night, come in the next morning. She said, son, we need to talk. And I said, what? She said, some man come up to me and said I had the fastest 6-cylinder in the region. I used to take that 6-cylinder, and I'd run anything with a 283. I'd run a 283 in a minute and worry him out. That 6-cylinder would fly. All the other guys had 4 speeds, and she had a little automatic with that 6-cylinder. I'd get on the line, put it in neutral, and jerk low gear, just so it'd spin a wheel. It's one that I didn't tear everything in that car. And then I wanted to make them think I was changing gear, so I'd hit neutral and back down in low gear and make it bark a tires. But that 6-cylinder would run. That car don't weigh much.
No.
That car is light.
Most of those cars wound up on the drag strip originally.
These and the 66 box, I call them the little box Novas.
Yeah.
There's no weight to them at all. They're the lightest cars. That's why they had most of the 6-cylinders, because you didn't need no motor to make them move.
Right.
You might find a few with a 283. I didn't. Was it a 265?
265.
Yeah, 265 is what they come in instead of 283, but most of them had the 236 cylinder. What made you put a big block in this?
This car here, believe it or not, we bought this car in Moultrie, Georgia, and it was already 502. Somebody had done set this car up and everything. We were down there and took a couple of cars down to the swap meet and the auction and sale, and somebody brought this car and we bought it and brought it back.
When you go to these swap meets and auctions, you never know when you're going to see him or Austin Hines standing there. And don't put a price on your car, because if it's reasonable, it'll be gone.
That's it.
Austin would bring it back to Arab, Alabama.
We were actually leaving the fairgrounds in Moultrie, and this guy was coming in a motorhome. This car was on the back of the trailer. It never even got in. We bought it that afternoon
and
on the way out.
When he goes, he's got enough truck and trailer to buy anything he wants.
We go prepared.
And haul it to the house.
And haul them home.
Now, this one's already like this, painted
just like it was. We've done a little detailing on the car, but the car was already this color, and it was already, the interior's nice, and the car was already red and everything. Wheels were on the car. We've done a little more fine-tuning under the hood and trunk compartment stuff.
A lot of people nowadays think the nostalgia look is go back with the smoke mags or go back with the Krager.
Right.
You don't see a lot of people running Keystones no more.
No.
Very few Keystone mags you see out there. And I ask these people all the time that too, where all them Keystones went? Because it used to be millions of them. You never see them no more.
If they come up here, we happen to have 2 cars that still got a setup on them. We got a 55 that's got a set, and I think we've got one on the showroom that's got a setup on them.
Well, it's hard to find the Keystones.
Right.
And like the rally wheels, I told them we used to take rally wheels and pitch them out in the yard and put Keystones or Kragers on our cars. And nowadays, you buy a set of 8-inch rallies, trim rings, and center caps, you're going to pay more than you're going to pay for Keystones.
That's it.
It's going to cost you some money.
Hey.
What's the price on this one?
This car here, I've got the car price for $26,500.
$26,500, and it's ready to go. All you got to do is get in it and go to cruising.
That's it. She's ready to roll.
All right, the 71 white Chevelle's coming up next. I told you don't want to miss this, so don't get up out of that seat. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Let me tell you about a new place right there at Emory Crossroads, exit 165 off of I-20, Lincoln, Alabama. Donna's Convenience Store and Jackson's Restaurant, both locations in one place. They got boat launch, they got storage for your boat. Restaurant open just about all the time, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. They have lunch specials each and every day. At night, you can get a steak, one of the best steaks around, right there at Jackson's Restaurant. Convenience store, got ice cold beverages, also got that great Exxon gas. Stop by today or give them a call at 205-763-1455. Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Let me tell you about a place that has 50 years combined experience in the following areas: personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, DUI, criminal defense, child custody, and even workman's compensation. I'm talking about Merle, Matthews, and Allen right here on Layton Avenue in Anniston. They have free consultation on personal injury cases. Contact Jake Matthews, Ronald Allen, or Stanley Allen at this firm, and they will give you the best legal advice around in this area. You know, they say that when you go to court, always take an attorney with you. Well, when you take one of these attorneys, you take the best. Give them a call today, 256-236-5063. Let me tell you about the best kept secret in Northeast Alabama. Cider Ridge Golf Club in Oxford, Alabama is one of the most beautiful golf courses you will ever play on. They have a pro shop with special prices on some of the most popular name brands of golf and equipment. With a banquet room and staff, they can also handle any type of golf tournament or just a corporate or small group function. Lonnie Reese, the PGA Pro and manager, also has golf lessons for people of all ages. Call or visit Cider Ridge Golf Club today. Tell them you heard about them on Big Boyz Toys and receive a special discount on that next great round of golf. Next vehicle, I told you it was coming, 1971 Chevelle Clone SS. All right, Marlon, tell me about this because this is the one everybody wants to look at.
This car here, we actually did this car here. We bought this car original color. Originally was a light green with dark green guts.
That pea green.
And we had the car redone in white, put the SS hood on it, and put the red SS stripes, and put red guts in the car, and put a set of the American polished torque thrust Ds on it.
So y'all actually built this one yourself, so you know what this one's got.
Yeah.
And how this one's built.
Right. All new exhaust under the car. It's got the Flowmasters, Chevelle tips. Car's all been done underneath the hood and everything. It's a factory air car.
And it's got 350?
350.
And like I tell you on the commercials every week about Austin Hines, when he sells you a car, it's right. He ain't gonna say you no junk. If you buy it from him and you spend your money, it's right. A lot of you, when you retire and stuff like that, you want to buy an old car and go to these cruise in, come here and buy your car.
Right.
Because you could buy it from an individual, and yeah, it could be fine. It could be a great car. But if Austin sells you one, it's gonna be at a good price and it's gonna be right. You ain't gotta worry about it.
We're gonna sit down with a customer and go over everything. If there's something that don't strike them right, we're gonna try to make sure it's right before they leave. We let them test drive the car. If something doesn't drive out just right, we go over the car again, then let them come back and test drive it again before we put the deal together.
And once you put the deal together, say they're watching in Tuscaloosa, Northport, or Huntsville, wherever they're watching the show, because they can watch it. Wherever they're watching, they come test drive the car. I mean, come down, drive their family car down, them and their wife test drive. And if they buy the car, they like the car, they go back home and y'all take it to them.
That's right.
You'll take them the car.
We'll transport the car. We're set up in the transport business, enclosed. If that's the way they want it to get there, it'll look just like it does when they drive it. When they look at it, when we unload it off the trailer, it'll be the same car. We're not going to put it on an open trailer and haul it down the road and it gets rained on and trash gets thrown all over the car. And the time it gets there, they say, well, that don't look like the car I bought. We put it in enclosed and deliver.
And this week's show, you're looking at this Chevelle. You've looked at 7 other cars. And it's we was talking a while ago, we was laughing, it's like a mini Barry Jackson. But there you have to go there. You have to bid on the car, get somebody to bid on the car. And it's going to cost you more if you come up here and just buy the car.
Right. Whatever the price is you finally pay for the car at one of these big auctions, it's 8 to 10% on top of that, too.
Right. You're going to have to pay this, you're going to have to pay that. And like I said, you've got them from just like this, ready to drive out the driveway. Or you've got them where, hey, like you said, a basket.
Yeah.
Come up here and get it, you paint it, you work on it, you do this to it. Because a lot of people look for the bodies. They want to do this or do that or do the other. And Austin's got it all.
That too, we do. We've got them, like I said, I mean, they need everything done, and then I've got some that maybe 50% of them's done. Got some that maybe cars already been painted and started being put back together. We've got some like that too, if somebody wants to just do the finish up stuff on something.
Well, that's a good looking thing. Now, price on this one's what?
This one here is $17,500. Got a little more in the wheels than we do on the blue car.
All right, another $1,000, you can get this one instead of the blue one. And that's a nice price. And see, you watch it on TV, you looking at it, looks good. I'm standing here where I can reach over here and touch it. It's just a beautiful car. Marlon, appreciate you being on the show, ladies and gentlemen. While he's sitting here, and you're going to see him again next week. Thank you for watching the show this week. And like I say each and every week, you see these sponsors, especially Austin Hines right there. Like I say, anytime you need something, it's on this backboard. If it's old car, we got them. If it's picture framing, we got them. Office supply, golf, you name it, they're here. They're on this backboard. Patronize the sponsors, because the sponsors is what makes Big Boyz Toys come to you each and every week. It's not us, it's our sponsors, such as Austin, people like Marlon and people that's got these old cars
That's what makes the show. Tell everybody goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're at Austin Hines Motors, Arab, Alabama. Stay tuned next week. Now we're going to be right back here again. Let's see what I got. I got 65, 66 Camaro,
57 convertible.
57 convertible. I got it all next week. You don't want to miss it if you're looking for a car. We'll see you next week.